What's cracking, YouTube? We bike. You already know what it is. The biz. Right here. 9 p.m. Central Time. 9:07. Listen, the StreamYard stuff be off. It's not always just me. But we in this thing. What's cracking, everybody, man? Thank you guys for showing up. Thank you all for coming through. Hope you guys had a good week. For those that get President's Day off, like me, I hope you did a good, something positive, something constructive, or hopefully you just got some extra rest because you know it's back on the grind tomorrow. But for those that were first in here, Team Ramey, thank you for coming through. Hippie John, thank you. Gina's Reef was cracking. Thank you, Jen. You and my newest mod, Coventry. Thank you for coming in. Appreciate you. Atkins, thank you for coming in. Dee was cracking. Amazon is in this thing. Jerome was cracking. Mystery Snail Garden was cracking. Monster Fish Gal, Lori was cracking. Also a mod. Scuba Steve had to come check out Mr. DIVERMAN. Y'all are in the same field. DW Danny Weshy, and be looking out for the Biz and Danny Weshy show. We about to get that popping for real. Jen Weave, thank you for coming through. Dennis, thank you for coming through. Michigan Tropicals was cracking. Bunny Viper was cracking. Geek Boy was cracking, man. We rolling down, man. I'm headed to the bottom. Brooklyn Bell, thank you for coming through. Seth, thank you. Levi, Osiwi, how you doing? Mark is up in here. What up, Mark? Stephen P. What's cracking, man? Shane, what's popping? Lady Di, what's up? And we still rolling. Blind Fish Keeper is in this thing. Hey, and for those who haven't did the Blind Fish Keeper Challenge, you got to make sure you get that thing rolling, man. I got to do mine. I'm going to do mine at the school. Let one of the students go up against me. That might be exciting. We're going to see what we could do with it. J-Dub is up in here. That's Jeffrey Watkins. PB is up in this thing. He's offered to pick me up from the airport in Orlando and take me to my destination. PB don't know how to drive, though. He drives stupid fast, ridiculous, all over the road. I'll never make it. Looney Tunes, thank you. Thunder, thank you. Brooklyn Zoo. Or I said Brooklyn Zoo. You already know where my head at. Liquid Zoo is in here. Ben, thank you for coming through. And I finally made it to the end. Sandy, thank you for coming up in here. Man, I appreciate all you guys, man, on this Monday, making it happen, Captain. And we, without further ado, we're going to go ahead and jump into this thing easy. Like I said, man, hope you guys' Monday was all right. I'm hopefully going to make it better, man, by getting this thing started. I'm turning that down and turn me up real quick. We're going to do this for the one time. I have an amazing guest here today. It is the amazing DIVERMAN. Listen, I'm so glad that he was able to join me, man, because he reminded me backstage that he was he was the first person kind of like I met walking into Aquashella, and you know, he has this whole, you know, he's the amazing DIVERMAN. You know what I'm saying? So that's where we're at. Average MLT Monica, I guess you're leaving right now. Appreciate you, man. You already know. And holla at me, because we still gotta talk and get plants and stuff. For those that don't know, Monica MLT Designs, man, she has some plants that she is selling. So if you're able to get in touch with her, make sure that you do that. So yeah, but let's bring them in, man. I'm gonna give them the thumbs up real quick. Are we ready to go? We good? We are good, man. I'm gonna bring them in without further ado. We are bringing in the amazing DIVERMAN. Here we go.
What's happening, y'all? It's the amazing DIVERMAN in here.
That's right. He's right there.
It me. This is one of my favorite comic books. I just had to pull up the Spider-Man one. I know we were talking backstage about some of the Marvel stuff.
For sure. Yeah, the Spider-Man franchise is pretty dope, man. I really like the new kid that they have. He's rocking. He's
Yeah,
rocking.
Tom Holland is definitely one of my favorites.
And
Uh,
he's about to be Drake in the new Uncharted. Oh, it's gonna smack.
oh yeah, yeah, him and what's this other guy? Um, his partner there. I don't know what his name is, but he's in a bunch of stuff
Oh,
too.
I guess we'll see. I've seen the commercial, what the trailer maybe twice, so I got to look at it again
I
and
don't
see
get
what
great
he's all
reception
about.
down here, so I only catch it, here and there. I've seen maybe it once or twice. Josh sent me a couple. He gets real excited about the comic stuff, so he's starting to put me on.
Okay, all right, sounds good. Is he going to be submerged the whole time?
Yeah,
Can he
I
paddle
gotta
like
keep
the
this helmet on. It's for safety.
So the amazing diver man. I guess you dive.
Yeah, man, diving is pretty much life at this point. I think I encourage everybody to go diving at least once. I've seen a lot of times if you got like a Groupon or you see these sites online that offer like a free or not free but like a real cheap go to the pool, do your first introductory dive. Even if you're just going in a pool, it is fantastic. It'll get you in. It's a whole nother world. It's a whole blue world down here that you guys don't even know about.
So that's interesting because I when I do my TikTok and shorts and stuff, I always try to showcase fish, and most of the creepiest, coolest, scariest fish are 20,000 leagues under. So what have you in experienced in your dives, and how long have you been diving?
um Man, I've been diving. It's been so long I don't even remember. Time I feel like flows differently down here. You know what I mean? It's there's creatures down here that you swear were alien, and after the research that I've done, I'm starting to kind of lean into that realm. Meteors do hit the planet, and we definitely do have I mean it's all speculation, of course. It, but there's some wild stuff. Let me tell
Okay,
you, man, there's some
okay.
wild stuff. The surface world is only starting to see the stuff that I've seen, and there's stuff you don't want to see. Let me tell you that much.
Dang, interesting. Now, so what bodies of water have you been in?
I've pretty much all of them. I want to say not as many as the freshwater ones, like lakes and streams and such, but there's definitely areas where estuaries and mangroves. Down in Florida, they have a lot that kind of run into some of the more inland streams and stuff. But I mean, it's if there's water, I've pretty much been there. I've been doing this for so long. There's areas that you guys don't even again realize is down there. It's a whole nother world. It's a whole nother world. That's all I can really explain it by.
That's interesting. And so I can imagine that you just I'm pretty sure just a bunch of different creatures approach you, especially fish, and the fish tubers. It's a lot of freshwater tubers that are here in the Busy Fish Chap, if not all. But you're in oceans, so I'm pretty sure you can meet some salty creatures headed your way. What's the biggest thing that you've come close to?
Um, I mean, it's hard to say like the biggest in terms of like single animal. You know what I mean? Because there's
Sure.
definitely creatures that act more like a single ant, right? You don't measure the capacity of an ant by its individuality. You measure it by the whole colony of ants. And the same thing goes for like coral, a swarm of jellyfish, different types of bacteria even that can form and come as a collective be greater than its individual form. It's there's some wild. I think in terms of like just large creatures, like the blue whale is the biggest thing out there. But I've seen something arguably a little bigger and possibly more dangerous. It's there's pockets in the ocean that are yet to be discovered by the surface world that lead to seemingly impossible, spaces where there's just it's teeming with life. It's amazing.
Super interesting. Super interesting. And so your suit, how long does it take you to get that thing home?
Well, the best part about it is I never take it off, so I never really need to put it back on.
There
This
it
is
is.
actually very very difficult to do by yourself.
Okay.
I think I was assisted when I first made my maiden voyage, and pretty much since then it's been on. This thing has everything I need. I mean, it literally has a ventilation system back here if need be for when I'm on the surface world. I mean, we were in Texas, man. That it is pretty hot. I don't do very good on the surface world for very long without my suit, so I definitely need it.
Were you born underwater or?
No, no, I'm actually come from like Cape Cod area, Massachusetts. So
Okay.
that's I think something like that. It's been a long time, but I always pictures of the Cape always flow through my mind. The lighthouses, the boats. I get flashbacks every now and again. That's kind of just been my happy place.
Very cool. I love the chat. Oh man. How do
Yeah, I
you
love this
sleep?
chat.
This is a good one.
This community is really what drew me to the surface again. It's been a long time. It's been a long time. I know I met you. I met Josh. I met with I think Shayna,
Shanna, yeah.
Chattanooga Ed. You guys are all super cool. I mean, I met a bunch of stuff, a bunch of people at that Aquashella. I'm really glad because it opened my eyes. Because, like you said, man, I don't really do a whole lot of the freshwater.
Hmm.
I'm mostly salt and coral. Large fish, the creatures that you don't want to have to deal with. Um, but I'm definitely interested to see where the sciences come in the freshwater world.
Yeah.
That's always interesting to me to learn from the people and see their experiences because my research can only go so far. I'm only one man.
And what Aquashella was that? Was that the
That was Dallas.
Dallas? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, Dallas.
Are you planning on doing any others this year?
Yeah. So we got our next event that I'm going to, the Frag Farmers Market in March 5th, I believe. That's out in Storrs, Connecticut. They run that at the E.O. Smith High School. Really, really cool. This is actually one of my favorites because it's a lot more like community people. Like if you have a coral tank and you want to, slice a couple of pieces off, frag them off, and swap them with friends, like that is the event to go to because they give a lot of those tables. It's like $30 a table, I think
Mm,
$50 a table or something like that. If you're a hobbyist versus you do something big like a Macna or Reef Palooza or anything like that, and I imagine it's like hundreds of dollars for a table. You know what I mean, if not more. And um, it's really cool. They showcase a lot of the stuff at the school. They got a whole greenhouse full of mangroves and coral. They got a grow out system. It's really really cool what they're doing out there. John Swanson is I think this is like their 12th annual. So we're doing Frag Farmers Market in March, and then we're definitely going to be going to Chicago, Aquashella. I think we just had a chat with Shelby Thomas over at ORA, the Ocean Rescue Alliance. Those are the ones that they brought they had the mermaids. So we're going to be hanging out with some mermaids in Chicago. That's going to be really fun. We're excited about that. And then, yeah, well, I think we're doing Reef Palooza, New York, and there's a couple other ones. I got to talk with Josh and see what's really on the schedule.
sounds good. Sounds good. I'm with it. Kenny E fell into this thing. I have a question for the fish man. He is the amazing diver man,
What's up, board biologist?
and the questions will be coming shortly. Um, did you keep a aquarium as a youth? Or
Yeah,
were
I
you just always drawn to water? Or?
so it's When I was little, it wasn't something as accessible as it is today. I know that it was always kind of like a dream, you know, something like a fantasy. You know, you look into one of the aquariums, and you know, I'm the guy that gets lost in the tank. You know, looking at a crab, following him, and then seeing a snail come out of the sand, and then a starfish right behind it, and a fish swims by, and you know, I'll be late to stuff from watching my fish tank. You know what I mean? So I it's always been something that has drawn me to want to do more with it. And you know, I started picking up diving, and next thing you know, I just all I want to do. I'm obsessed, you know, and here I am, diver man, you know.
Super cool. Looking at looking at your pick as the amazing diver man. Of course, you know, and then you show up with the amazing Spider-Man. You would almost think that you got bit by like a radioactive sea urchin or something. Like you really kind of have clinged to this life, and it's like super real. Like it's amazing.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I mean, it's not so much. You know, when we start releasing the comic book, that's when you'll really start seeing some of the origins, I guess. But what I can share is basically there's I had one dive, right, that really changed my life. I found something, and once I had it, the only thing I can remember after that moment was, you know, just dive deeper, look for more, explore. Like that's all I could think about, and you know, obsession kicked in, and once I get stuck on something, I just gotta follow it through, and we've been doing this for so long, I just can't go back. You know, I don't want to go back.
Real. That's real stuff. Now, the people want to know: are you actually a certified diver or just certifiable?
Um, so I'm realizing that the qualification certifications that they have today, my stuff is expired. You know, so I'm gonna have to go through this whole process again if I want. And realistically, I go when I want because if I'm just traveling in my own gear. But if I wanted to like go with people, and you know, I think right now I'm certified to about 60 feet. So if I have any fish fan that want to go with me to an open water dive, I believe our next one that we're going to be doing, going out with Josh, we're going to be checking out the adventure dive and then rescue dive courses. And eventually we're looking to get to dive master and dive instructor. So, you know, maybe one day soon you can learn how to dive with the amazing diver man. I think that'd be pretty cool, assuming I stay up at the surface for long enough to make all that happen. You know,
Very cool.
Aquaman really do the no pants dance with fish.
Yeah,
I haven't personally met Aquaman. Um, I have seen some things and heard some chatter that may or may not allude to that. I cannot confirm or deny. I don't know the guy like that. You know what I mean?
gotcha. Ever dive with mermaids at Weeki Wachee, Florida?
No, but I hear that is another place to go visit. I've seen and encountered mermaids. Um, the ones in the Aquashella in particular were way nicer than the ones that I've encountered. If you know anything about the lore of the mermaids, they're not something that you really want to be, uh, you know, cashing in whatever they're trying to give you. It's not going to be in your best interest.
Yeah.
But Wikiwachi, I'm sure those ones are fine. I hear they're great.
Okay. All right. All right. Very cool. I want to go diving, but I'm scared. I would need a cage. If a sea creature touches me, I will freak out.
Fish want nothing to do with you when you go diving. It's like if you're outside walking through the park and you see a squirrel, that squirrel doesn't think like, oh, this dude's gonna like come chasing after me. You're just another person in the park. You know, this is what the fish look at you like. Oh, something's there. Okay, it's not gonna come eat me. I'm gonna keep eating. The best thing I would suggest is go find your local dive club, because there's usually ones. If you just Google scuba dive near me, I'm sure you'll find something. And then they'll usually have like a beginner course, like an introduction just to the equipment. You go to a pool in the shallow end, you put on the gear, you test out the respirator, or the respirators and everything, and make sure that just get familiar with the equipment. And then you go to the deep end, you probably play with some pool toys and stuff like that. Even just that is amazing. It just being underwater for more than 2 minutes feels unnatural, and it is your body feels different, you're moving different, you're experiencing this earth differently. It's worth the experience. Absolutely, I recommend it to everyone.
And which mermaid would be better, lady parts on the top or bottom?
Ooh, it all depends, I guess, on what you're trying to do. Like I
Well,
said, I'm not personally like, the suit doesn't come off anyway, so I'm not going to get a whole lot out of that experience. Um,
some
so
nice little freaky
I guess
fishy
it's all
rub
what
down.
you're trying to do. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're trying to have fish babies, I guess you want the bottom. The top serves no purpose. If you just want something pretty to look at, I guess look at the top. I don't know. I probably don't want to be looking at a fish face when doing any activity with a mermaid. I'll probably ruin it for me.
It's super interesting. um, yeah, yeah. And Stella says that was a very comforting answer for her, that the fish don't want her when she gets down in there.
Yeah, fish, sharks, eels, all that stuff. Like, they don't care about you. They're keeping it moving. They don't care. If you start reaching over to them, that's when they're like, "All right, I do have teeth. Like, chill out."
I call BS on squirrels, evil devil rats that do attack if you take your eyes off of them.
I mean, I guess it's all where you're from. If you're in Central Park and you got a bag of chips or something like that, yeah, those squirrels are probably after you.
I'm not a water baby. How do I learn to love water?
Um, how do you learn to love water? I mean, just look at the life. If you look at what we do in these aquariums, man, we're literally creating life from the microscopic level, and then growing it into these fish and creatures, crabs, snails, anything you can think of. You're creating basically an ecosystem for that creature in your home or office or business or whatever. Um, and then once you start to appreciate some of that stuff, I feel like even if you're not there, you can go out to the beach and just look out into the ocean. I mean, it's not for everybody, I suppose. I can't see how it wouldn't be, though. Like, I look at the ocean and how serene and gentle everything is, and I'm just like, I gotta see more. That's me.
Super cool. You find any treasures or anything on any of your ventures, any of your dives, like
Yeah, I've
sunken
gotten some good hauls
weed?
in the past. It's not really what I'm looking for these days. Now and again, I'll stumble upon something, but it's kind of like, what could I even compare that to, man? Like, if you got a fish, there's not even really a good comparison. Yeah, I found treasure. It's kind of like a whatever thing at this point. The sands of the bottom of the ocean are constantly shifting. So what's kind of cool is you can go back to the same spot and you may see a completely different scene than what you saw, a day or two ago. It could have dug up, 100 feet of sand or something, and now there's this whole giant shipwreck that just the other day wasn't there. Like, those are the really cool finds that I enjoy. Spanish treasure or anything like that. Like, what am I going to spend gold on? That stuff is kind of useless for me. I'm not really involved in surface world currency or anything like that. The things that really interest me are just finding, new locations to explore. I want to see what's in that ship. I want to see, where did these guys come from. I want to discover a new cave. Where does this lead to? Exploration and just discovery is all I'm about.
While Funk stops getting attacked by squirrels, Scuba Steve says, "Have you ever heard about Scuba Steve while you're down there?"
It's come across. It's kind of a mystery to me. The mystery of Scuba Steve-O's. I hear there's some movie with Steve-O in it. I don't know if that's the same guy.
Okay. Okay. Now another question, maybe my final one. What are your future plans for your channel and for your diving expertise?
So the channel right now, my buddy Josh is running for me, and he says it's like he wants to document a bunch of the stuff that we're doing. So we'll have video of like Frag Farmers Market is pretty much gonna be more or less the debut of the channel, really, because right now it's just been us trying to figure out like how to work the thing. You know what I mean? How to get the stream up, how to make sure we're I'm just trying to be like you, Biz, man. You got a whole setup here. The Fish family, y'all got a whole network of stuff going on. I'm not there yet. I'm just I just learned that technology is at this point in the surface world. So I'm starting to learn. I got to deal with these Tic Tacs and YouTubes. I wasn't sure how many internets I needed for a single YouTube. You know what I mean? And then I found out you only need one internet for one YouTube. So I stopped paying for all these internets. So I'm just still trying to figure all that out. But what we got right now is Josh, drawing the comic book. We'll have announcements and stuff like that. And then once you start getting some content from us going to these shows and doing announcements, and just letting people know what the Diverman's doing, trying to bring the community together I'd love to get a dive group like Stella and whoever else, y'all. If you guys want to meet up sometime and go for a dive, I would love to join you and help you love the water like that. Like that's what I'm all about, getting people to love the water and protect it, because that's what it's all about.
Well, my advice is keep being your authentic self, man. Keep supplying people with information on the progression of how that works out for you, and you just got to keep pushing, man. Don't let low numbers or a video that didn't do as well as you thought it would, or people not coming into your chat deter you, man. It'll all come.
Yeah, this community has been great so far. I love it. It's been nothing but love. I think I came up with you when you had a touching moment, and like I said, that was when I was like, I get it. I understand what this community is about now. It's about love. It's about reaching out. It's about making connections. I want to share my love of the ocean with all of you people. And to do that, I've come to the surface world to make sure that, we can do this thing together. We got to protect it. We got to save it. It's a need, I may not be the hero you need, but I'm the hero you guys deserve, because y'all are not really doing a fantastic job. There's a whole plastic island that's not good. We need to really step this game up. If there's one message y'all are going to learn today, it's you need to get on your cleaning your beaches and stop polluting. It's not chill. It's not cool. Whatever the kids are saying, it does not slap. I'm not about that life. We need to change it around.
There you go. Powerful words from a powerful man that's in the water. Looking at my Aqua watch, it's about that time.
That time.
Yeah, it's time. Someone tell them what time it is, because we are going to go ahead and bring the fire down below.
Hold on, let me make sure I got. Okay, I think now I should be prepared. Now I got my bubble gun in case I need to, go rogue out here.
Okay, all right.
Should I be worried?
I'm not sure. There's gonna be a fire down under. We're gonna get it cracking now. First, let's go ahead and make sure he understands what he's in for. We're gonna go from the deep sea and bring the fire down below real quick one time for the one time. Yeah, let's get that in there. Amazing DIVERMAN.
For anything, man. You got me tripping over here.
Blind fish keeper had to deal with it. It's time for the hot spot. Where the spot gets so hot Monday, 9 p.m. We out here, baby. Let's get it. So here we go. I got to say it. FishyBizzAquatics and the Amazing DIVERMAN is going to be a crazy one. It's a lot of live streams on Mondays, but this is going to be your favorite one. And I'm not going to play with him. Let's get right into it. Let him know what he's in for. One time for the one time. Mr. DIVERMAN.
Welcome to
Yoga fire, yoga flame, yoga fire, yoga flame, yoga fire, yoga
Hot
flame, yoga fire, yoga flame.
Yeah, we are there, baby. It is hot spot time.
I'm ready.
Good?
Getting it hot.
All right. Well, we got to go with our first tier of the hot spot.
Ooh, a piece of candy. 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 Ooh, a piece of candy.
your faves.
It is your faves, and these are your faves and your faves only. The Amazing DIVERMAN can only answer his faves. So let's jump right into it. What is your favorite card game?
Favorite card game? Solitaire. I mean, I'm kind of always by myself, so that there's not a whole lot of options.
Okay. All right. What's up, Lisa? Favorite music genre?
I really love classical.
Okay. All right.
Into it. I know that it's not really a popular one, but Adagio for strings, perfect. That's my jam right there.
Gotcha.
Give me some Claire de Lune any day.
There you go. Favorite cereal?
Captain Crunch. It's the captain, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's lies that they cut the roof of your mouth. It's slander.
It's a fact. It's one of my favorites. Seriously. Favorite soda?
Favorite soda? I don't really drink soda. Soda wasn't really a thing that was readily available when I was young either. So, cola? Is cola? That's a soda, right? Is that or pop? Are we talking about the same thing?
Yeah, hopefully. Oh man, yeah. So we'll take cola as an answer. Yes. Favorite cartoon character?
Ooh, favorite cartoon character. I want to say everyone's been looking for Nemo. I don't know if that counts. But if not, there was something I liked back in the day. It was Dexter's Lab. I know that might be, for the too old for the youngins, but Dexter's Lab was kind of my jam back when I could get that was one of the only channels that came in for me was the Cartoon Network back in the 90s.
So Dexter's Lab, Powerpuff Girls, Fairy Island.
Yeah, there you go. That was the lineup for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Get out of my laboratory.
Yeah. Captain Planet, Captain Planet, I like the message, but I just think the mullet was not. I don't care what you say. Blue skin with the mullet is not the jam.
Yeah.
A lot of people compare me to they say it's like Captain Planet meets Jason Voorhees. I like that a little better. I'm more of a horror movie genre than hokey Captain Planet. But I dig it.
Yeah, I hated Mati, the little kid that had heart. I wanted to either have fire or move earth.
Yeah.
That heart. I mean, he was able to talk to animals, and that ended up being cool on some episodes, but
not very often.
Yeah, man. Wheeler, man, he could melt the highway with his ring. I was like, man, that's crazy.
I mean, the girl
here was saying what's up to the birds and bees.
Riding in on dolphins was really cool. But I think the girl with water was doing that. The dolphins were just chilling. They did that on their own.
Yeah. Definitely. Favorite breakfast food down under the
Um,
sea?
so it used to just be like bacon and eggs, but I haven't had solid foods in so long. It's a liquid diet down here.
Oh man.
There's reasons.
Okay. All right.
Like I said, the suit doesn't come off, man.
Here's a good one. Favorite type of water?
Favorite type of water? Fresh.
Okay,
Fresh
that's
water.
an answer. Maybe favorite brand. Let's go there.
Earth? I'm That's a confusing question. Favorite
Is it?
brand of water?
Yeah, there's several brands. There's
H
Ice Mountain, there's
H2O? Is there a
Fiji,
different formula? I don't. Earth. I think is the right answer, right?
Is it just right out of the earth?
Well, on the
Apparently,
planet Earth.
apparently
Yeah.
tap water will give you cancer, so you got to actually go for the bottles.
Oh yeah, I hear Flint is dealing with some stuff out there. Y'all got some crazy problems on the surface world. Like I said, it's much nicer down here. Everybody should go diving.
Don't grab a tuna, just bite a chunk of it.
Different brands of water. That's crazy.
Favorite sport?
Diving.
Is that a sport?
Diving's a sport.
Is it? Does that count?
I think so. If not diving, then soccer. World Cup and everything is usually really wild. Any event where you can kind of get the nations to unite for one cause of defeating someone else and get the ball from one space to the other is a good time.
Okay. All right. Favorite ice cream?
Ooh, black raspberry with chocolate sprinkles. And if it's a double scoop, black raspberry with chocolate sprinkles and pistachio. It's a funky one, but it's my go-to.
Black raspberry with pistachios is a go-to. I didn't even know.
No,
they made
like the
black
pistachio
raspberry
ice cream, like a double purple then green.
Gotcha. Favorite fruit?
Fruit. I really like mangoes, but I haven't had a good mango in a long time. Mango or papaya. They're common on the islands, and that's usually where I stop off if I was coming to the surface for in the early days.
Okay.
Yeah, those the tree bearing fruits, I think is what they call them or something like that.
Gotcha. Any TV? Got a favorite show?
Again, I move around so much that I don't really get a whole lot of channels. I try to stay up with, some of the modern things that are out there, but favorite show. They had I did see that show Tanked. That was a good one. Where they did the fish tanks and stuff like that. I really used to be into stuff like Jeff Corwin back in the day. I don't know if you guys remember him. He was like a biologist that would go out and like catch snakes and turtles and stuff like that. That was always cool. Like I got to see a lot of the ocean world, and he got to show me a lot of the surface world creatures. So I really enjoy any kind of nature show.
Gotcha. Favorite fast food?
McDonald's was just starting to be a thing where I was from, but we didn't really have a whole lot of options back then. But that's pre-DIVERMAN days, really. You're destroying your body if you eat that stuff anyways. Liquid diet all the way.
Okay. Do you have a favorite shoe?
The U.S. Navy boot that they have has a lot of some good weight to it. I'd really like if Nike would come out with something like that because I like the swoosh. It's such a simple design. Make Nike come make me some DIVERMAN shoes.
Sure, they'll be eager to do that for you. Favorite dessert?
My mind immediately goes to brownies, but I have to say brownie with like vanilla ice cream on top, and maybe a little drizzle of caramel or something like that.
Okay.
But again,
Not mad at
it's
that.
been a long, long time since I've had something like that. You're
Oh, not
making me
mad.
regret my my liquid diet during this interview.
Favorite celebrity crush?
Favorite celebrity crush? Celebrities today? Like modern celebrities? Or just like ever?
Whatever your favorite celebrity crush is,
Okay.
wherever you remember them from.
Ryan Reynolds is amazing in just about everything he does, except for the Green Lantern, which we don't really speak of. Yeah, that's probably the only one that I could really even deem as being crush worthy.
All right. All right. Not mad at that. Do you have a favorite vegetable?
Favorite vegetable. I used to do like ants on a log, so like celery with peanut butter and raisins. That was an old school jam, so I'd probably say celery.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll tear down some
And
celery.
favorite Simpson character?
That's the yellow people one, right?
Yes,
They got the kid with the spiky hair and skateboard.
absolutely.
Okay. There's like some little kid that he's always like, I'm in danger. You know, he's like the kid that's always kind of picked on, but he's like rolling down a hill for no reason. He's just a weird, awkward kid. I love seeing that kid on screen. He's just hilarious to me every time I see him.
What's the kid's name? He's always like eating toothpaste. I mean, eating glue or something like that.
Yeah,
Ralph.
yeah, exactly. That's the
Ralph
one.
is his name.
It's like the cop son or something, right?
Well, guess what? You've tiered up to level 2 somehow, some way. We are at
Here they come, yo. Here they come. Here they come. This or that. This or that. This. Yeah, we're back. You can get with this. Or you can get with
It's either this or it's either that.
just like it says, it's either this or it's either that. People, it's either this or either that. I said it. I put it on here. You know, here we go. Go out or stay in.
Stay in.
Veggies or meat?
Meat?
Burgers or tacos?
Tacos all the way. Again, the liquid, but if given a choice, yeah, absolutely tacos.
Okay. Sharks or whales?
Oh man, you want to be friends with a shark. You don't want to be enemies with a shark.
Can you be friends with the shark?
Yeah, absolutely. Sharks are actually pretty gentle creatures. They're just curious, and the way that they figure things out is with their teeth, unfortunately.
Sharks or dolphins?
Dolphins, because they don't try to figure things out with their teeth.
It's a lot safer.
Absolutely.
Dolphins or orca?
Ooh, dolphins. They're a little more acrobatic. They can do some really cool stuff.
Gotcha. Jellyfish or sea urchin?
Sea urchin for sure.
Okay. Bungee or hot air balloon ride?
Like jumping off a cliff with a strap, or up in a balloon filled with fire.
Yeah, away from the water.
Neither of those things sound appealing. And with you falling really from really high up, if things go bad. But I guess the hot air balloon is expected that you're not jumping off anything, so that seems semi-safer, I guess. I'm going to go hot air balloon.
All right. Sea anemone or macroalgae?
Anemones are cool because they kind of have a mind of their own.
Okay.
It's like more like an animal. For
Okay.
sure.
Gobies or wrasse?
Gobies. I love me gobies. I love playing hide and seek with gobies and just having little holes where they poke in and out, and love me some gobies.
Gotcha. Octopus or cuttlefish?
Octopus. Yeah, definitely octopus. Cuttlefish are cool
Which-
too, though.
Which tastes better, sea slug or sea snail?
Snail, I'd say. It's not much good in the slug, really.
Okay. Thank you, Garcia, for the super sticker. Appreciate you. Soft or
Thanks,
stony
Garcia.
corals?
I say the soft coral. It's a lot hardier. It's more forgiving.
Okay. All right. Do dishes or do laundry?
Dishes. I only got one suit.
Okay. Okay. Does it smell like all to be damned or
No, again, I got ventilation, so I'm good.
okay. Just
Yeah,
let it air
man.
out. Huh?
So, come on, we got technology. We have the technology.
What a filthy, sick diver man you are.
It's like a self-cleaning oven in here. You know, there's mechanics in here. I've worked on this model for a while.
Okay. All right. That's the 2022 suit, huh? Mop the floor or mow the lawn?
I usually go and like trim up the seaweed in the area that I'm staying at for a while. Like I'm pretty nomadic, but when I do stay somewhere, I'll usually kind of like trim back some of the coral or some of the seaweeds. You know, get a cool view. It'll help to feed some of the fish in the area. Sometimes there's some overgrowth and stuff too.
Gotcha. Shallow water or ocean bottom?
Ocean bottom for sure. Shallow's got a lot of cool stuff too, but ocean bottom is my bread and butter.
Gotcha. Hot or cold?
Cold, because you can always put on more layers.
Okay. Aliens, believe them or no?
Oh, there's gotta be, man. I mean, have you seen some of the stuff down here, dude? Like, there's some wild stuff. It's gotta be. I have some evidence that I will share eventually, but not quite yet.
Salty or fresh?
I want to say fresh because I want to learn more about the fresh.
Okay.
You guys, the fish fam is big into the fresh water, so I'm hoping I can get a lot more info from you guys. I'm more of a marine and coral and, you know, going out and exploring the Mariana Trench versus what's out in the rivers and streams and stuff.
Nessie, true or false?
I believe that was confirmed false, and to actually just be large whale penises that they had photographed, because if you look at the images, it looks almost exactly like the images that they were seeing of the Loch Ness Monster out there. But there are other things.
So Nessie's just a picture of whale penis.
You look it up. Yeah, it is a thing. I think that's...
Take your word for it. You're the water expert.
They got some wild stuff, man.
Black coffee or regular coffee?
Always black.
Or cream or sugar coffee.
I don't need all that extra stuff. Just give me the beans.
Just the beans, huh?
Grind them up with my teeth.
Is that suit at this point in time right now stanky or no?
No, it's pretty good right now. I came back from it's when I'm out on the surface that it gets a little crazy. The suit is made for underwater, not for above. So
Gotcha.
Temperatures are pretty consistent down here, but when you get up there, you know, it ranges. And like I said, Texas was an experience. Say that much.
Gotcha. Yeah, you were out there for a while on land.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Kickball or dodgeball?
I've always been a dodgeball fan, for sure.
Good. Stop war or stop hunger?
There's always going to be war, man. So you might as well stop hunger. Hopefully, if you feed the people, they'll stop being so hangry and stop the war.
There you go. Birds or the bees?
Bees, I find, are tremendously more interesting than birds. Again, that whole colony, the measure of a single bee versus the hive is a much different animal.
Gotcha. Power Rangers or Voltron?
Ooh. Asking the hard questions out here. Power Rangers, the kids, Voltron, the like big actual Voltron suit. Like the Megazord, I don't think has anything on Voltron. You know what I mean? But the Green Ranger, come on. Like that's the hero. That arc was crazy. That again, that was one of the only ones that I ended up seeing. I didn't see the whole series or nothing like that, but I knew enough.
Gotcha. He-Man and She-Ra or Thundercats?
I never saw really any episodes of either of them, but I know slightly more about the Thundercats.
Mm-hmm.
He-Man, I know, is just like as a dude in his underwear with a sword that rides a tiger. That's what I know about He-Man.
Gotcha. Godzilla or King Kong?
Oh man, Godzilla. Absolutely. You do not want to mess with Godzilla. You can reason with King Kong to an extent. He's like, Godzilla, get out of here. I don't know. It's crazy.
Sharknado, yes or no?
It's possible and scary. Hell yeah, man. I try to stop stuff like that from happening. That's actually a documentary.
Oh my god. Boxer briefs or commandos in that suit right now?
Briefs. Do still need some support.
Gotcha. No. Are they tidy whities or do they have little cartoon characters on them?
I don't remember. It's been a while since I've seen them.
Oh Lord. You probably got rancid jock itch down there.
They're probably not white anymore.
Yeah, you got jock itch, turf toe. You got all kind of stuff going on. You got to check yourself out, man. Tennis elbow.
I got, the engineering in this suit, like I said, man, saves me every day.
Oh my god. Christmas or Thanksgiving?
Oh, I'm a glutton. I'll go for Thanksgiving.
Okay. Can you text down there, rather talk or FaceTime?
Anytime I can get some more human interaction, it's nice. So the FaceTime, I'd say, is good. I do send text messages and radio frequency, different types of Morse code and like all types of stuff out to various members of the community. But I'd say FaceTime is usually like kind of what we're doing right now. This is the ideal scenario.
Men or women?
Women.
Dark or white chicken?
Dark. Nice and juicy.
All right.
You got to add gravy to the white meat.
Gotcha. Breast, legs, or thighs?
Probably the thigh. You got something to grab onto, you know what I mean?
For sure. Boobs or butt?
I think that kind of goes back to the mermaid thing. Gotta go with the booze. If I see a mermaid, fish booty ain't really that appealing.
Yeah. Get that fish tail butt out of here.
Yeah.
Go straight for the tatas. Gotcha.
Oh yeah.
Gotcha. Tank tops or t-shirts?
T-shirts.
Lingerie or birthday suit?
Lingerie. Anytime you can give a little more to the imagination. The imagination is a wonderful thing. Sometimes the unexplored.
You said it. It's a real serious thing.
Absolutely.
Super powerful. Foreplay, role play, or cosplay?
I mean, cosplay?
Okay. Towel dry or air dry when you finally come up?
It's air dry. There's like you call it an air knife. It's just like a thing that goes across back and forth with, high pressure air to, make sure I don't have any residue.
Gotcha. That's it there. Let's move along to the next tier.
This is a fill in the blank.
And it's a game called Fill in the Blank.
You heard
Get
him.
this thing ready.
Fill the blank in.
Shoot my way out of this.
There it is. Fill in the blank.
Oh, okay. Fill in the blank. Keep scaring me with these horns, man. I keep thinking I got to go into action or something here.
Okay, yeah, no, you're good. You're good. You haven't sprung a leak yet.
No, not yet. I haven't in a while, thank God.
If you could rename the moon, you would call it blank.
Rename the moon?
Mm-hmm.
I wish everybody would just call it loon. Like loon.
Call it loon.
Yeah. Like Claire de Lune.
Okay.
It's just moon in another language, but if that was the across the board.
You're gonna rock with that. Okay. One thing I absolutely have to do before I die is blank.
Ooh. I gotta pass on this torch, man. I really hope that that we can save, even if we can just get something like the Great Barrier Reef back to what it was, or at least start that process and make sure that we can get somebody active. I don't expect what I do. I can't put that burden on anybody else, but I think as a collective, if I can, before I die, make everybody understand that we really gotta get our, get into action, because the ocean is in help. It needs help. That's before I die. I hope that message gets out and we can really turn it around.
Sure. My biggest fear is blank.
My biggest fear is blank. Being stranded in the desert.
Yeah, that would probably be very fearful for you.
No water around. It's real hot. Like I said, this suit, it stood up in Texas, but it's not made for that environment. That's one of my fears.
A type of contest that you would win between everybody else would be blank.
Holding my breath.
You can hold your breath longer than anybody else.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
How
absolutely.
How long have you made it up to?
What year is it? 2022. I don't even know anymore.
You've held it that long?
Basically.
Okay.
It's a strange concept, I know.
If you were homeless and had a marker and some cardboard, your sign would say...
My sign would say... if I'm homeless and I got a sign, what would my sign say?
Sure.
Okay. protect our ocean. It's not about me. It's about saving the ocean.
Gotcha.
I'll make it. I'll be all right.
Last thing that you purchased over $100 was
$100? I don't think I've ever had $100. You know what? I went to Aquashella and I did have to borrow some money because I didn't realize that like burgers weren't a nickel anymore. So yeah, I didn't really have much for cash, and no one wanted to take solid gold bars. Everybody was like, "What are you talking about?" You know. But I want to say just like the T-shirt over at Aquashella, those were cool. Just getting into there, I think that's the last surface currency that I've used. Was getting into Aquashella, just doing everything out there.
Gotcha.
Call that just maybe one big package.
Gotcha. Your guilty pleasure is what?
Sushi. I don't really, like I said, it's mostly liquid diet. But when there's a certain, it's the texture. I don't know how to explain it. Sushi, when done correctly, and if I come to the surface, that's the one thing that I'll usually eat is sushi.
If someone wanted to gain my respect immediately, they could blank.
Leave the beach with bags full of trash that they had collected.
Mad respect for that person, huh?
Absolutely.
Straight
Absolutely.
mad.
Big thumbs up for you. If you're out there cleaning the beach, make your goal this summer to take, get a bunch of friends, give everybody a trash bag, go down there and everybody leave with a full bag. Do it. Make that the DIVERMAN beach cleanup challenge.
Gotcha. One thing I would consider a deal breaker on a first date would be
Trying to eat me. Yeah. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, when the mermaids, they're not good dates. They're nice to look at, but that's kind of it. I've tried. It doesn't work out very often. It usually just always ends up with, the teeth come out. I gotta, defend myself, and I don't know. Aside from that, when I did live on the surface, I wasn't necessarily a ladies' man, so I don't have a lot of experience there.
Gotcha. And finally, I'm the amazing DIVERMAN, and I am blank.
I am going to save the oceans with your help.
Ladies and gentlemen, the amazing DIVERMAN. He came, he saw, he wet the hot spot up, you guys. One's in the chat for the amazing DIVERMAN for taking time out of his busy schedule under the sea, using his internet, and bringing this live stream to us. One's in the chat for me, please. And I will cool the set down, take this fire off a little bit. Let's get us back to a familiar.
Feels much better.
It's a much familiar scene for you, is it not?
Absolutely.
There it is, man. Listen, outstanding person you are to be saving the oceans and wanting to do more to help. I understand that, getting people to become divers or at least take their first dive just to kind of see what it's like is a mission of yours to do. I do believe that, the more that you're seen and the more that people understand who you are and what you're here for, the better it will be. So definitely good luck to you in all your endeavors, man, future and everything, man. I think you're doing a bang up job, bro.
Thanks, Biz. I mean, this whole community has been real inspiring to me, man. I'm just trying to pay it back. Like I said, we're amazing diver, man. We got a lot of things going on, trying to get people out there, clean up the beaches, clean up the oceans, trying to get that message out any way we can with our YouTube channel. Go check out the Amazing Diver YouTube channel. We got the Instagram at the Amazing Diver Man. You can go ahead and give us a follow and stuff. You can see some of the people we're working with. We just started teaming up with Ocean Rescue Alliance. Shelby over there. We're going to be joining her at the booth in Aquashilla, so that'll be fun. So I mean, any way that I can get this message out to the people to, we got to do more. We got to do better. Just taking your trash out when you leave the beach is not enough. You have to seek out other trash from the people that may intentionally or unintentionally be leaving it behind, or the stuff that's washed up from 3 states down, or we got to use less plastic in our everyday lives. Just to kind of, every little bit counts, man. Our oceans are in danger. It's Fukushima is still, it's a whole, there's a lot going on, man. There's a lot going on in our oceans, and I just need to get that message out that we need to do better. I'm gonna do my best to get that message out at Frag Farmers Market, like I said, on March 5th. Come check us out in Connecticut. But Biz, it's been really great being on the hotspot, man. That was really fun.
For sure. I appreciate you, man. Thank you for coming through, and I'll definitely check you at one of the other shows that you get to. If you're in Dallas, I'm probably be out that way again. So it'd be great to see you again, man. Get a couple of photo ops before you take that plunge again.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. I think I'm gonna stick around the surface world for a little bit.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Really check out this community. It's really cool. I love you guys. It's awesome.
Well, that's the Amazing Diver Man, you guys. Like I said, we're gonna end this the same way we began it, you all. You already know how we do. FishyBizzAquatics, Amazing Diver Man, the hot spot has been taken. You guys know exactly what's been popping, man. This is how it goes. Amazing Diver Man is doing his thing. He's bubbled up over there. We got to get some more folks up here, man. This is going to be fun. We're going to do this stuff all the way live. It can't stop, won't stop. And listen, I just saw post Seaweed. She said that she goes on live after me. So you guys go check the Seaweed out and see what she's got popping over there and see what's cracking over there. Other than that, you already know how it goes. Diver Man, last words?
Save our oceans. Let's do it, guys. It's up to you. It's up to us.
Sure. You guys already know what I'm going to say. The wet stuff is the best stuff. And the best stuff is also the wet stuff. I'll see you all, man. You guys take it easy till Monday again. You guys already know where we at right here. Same channel, same time. Appreciate all my mods and all my busy chatters. Busy fish chatters, you guys stay popping all the time, man. I appreciate you guys, man. One love, and we out.
Thanks, everybody.